welcome back to the Artefactors Union. I am your host and foreman, Douglas Scoundrels. Today we are assembling the Akaname box for the Bayou faction with the Oni and Tri-Chi keyword. I actually never bothered to look up how that's pronounced still. Boo for me. Alright, Akaname are just these little gross demon guys. This is the artwork for one of them. On the back, we've got three of them, one with an apple core in his tongue, the other one our box art man, and then the trash can guy. Fairly similar, and I believe they're going to be fairly simple to assemble. So let's look at the sprue. Here are our Akaname. Not a lot of bits. I think like 6, 8, and 7. Perhaps I might have counted them wrong. But relatively simple. So this is going to be a fairly short video. Hooray! Alright, we will go and just do left to right, Akaname A or 1, Akaname B or 2, and Akaname C or 3, as they're listed in the instructions, which we will look at right now. Alright, for Akaname A, we'll take one half of the body. We'll say the back half, sure. Add the legs to it on the bottom, and then the front half of the body. Then the head face thing, and then we can do left arm and right arm, and we'll be done. Alright, here's the back half of the body. Go ahead and just jam the legs down there. Alright, here's the legs. You can go ahead and check the seam on the butt real quick. And then just add the front half of the body now. It will kind of pop into place, which always feels real nice. Okay, let's do the front of the face, top of the jaw, whatever, and the body will be done at least. Okay, head is in. Now, last 2 bits. Do our left arm here and then our right arm here. Left arm goes in there. There we go. Actually, maybe just squish that in there a little bit to make the seam look better. And then right arm is going to go right there. Okay. He's all done, but I'm on a 30 mil. Our first Akaname is done. We're going to call this one Gout. I really don't have a hard part for this assembly. If you put the two halves of the body together before you put the legs in there, then that would probably be the hardest part because that's awkward to get in. But if you did it in my order, should be fine. So I have to say something. We will say that the face, the top of the head, we'll say that's the hardest part. Sure, why not? Let's move on. Our second Akaname, grab the two halves of the body, put them together, then we'll do each of the feet. Looks like they've got unique connection points. We should be able to figure out which one goes on which side. I'll do the left arm, grab the lower jaw and the tongue, add the apple to it, and then glue it in, or possibly glue it in and then do the apple. I'll decide later which one we do, and we'll finish off with the top of the head. So these 2 bits first. Here's the back half of the body. Now add the front half. All right, here's the 2 of them combined. Seam along the neck and at the bottoms, looking pretty good. All right, we've got 2 feet. If you look at the down here, that's pretty flat, whereas this one has a nice notch in it. So the one with the notch is going to be our right foot here. You can see how that ridge is, and then the other one will be the left foot. So let's do the notch one, the right foot first. All right, there's our foot slid in, just easy. All right, let's do the left foot now. Also went in easy. Seems look good. Now let's add our left arm right along there. All right, left arm is in. Now let's add our lower jaw with the long tongue right in there. There we go. Next, we'll go and do the apple, which glues on the tip here. The apple will be sort of inside of the tongue if you follow it in a swirl. Just use the render on the back of the box as a reference. There we are. Yeah, just twist it till it kind of matches the render. I don't care too much, personally. Alright, last, the top of the head. Just gonna go right there. Okay, base time. Our second Akaname is done. We're gonna call this one Gerd. The hardest part for him, if you couldn't guess, is the apple core, just getting it to sit correctly and stay glued. It's really just because it's a small connection point and you're not entirely sure what the orientation of it is without staring at the render. That's really it for difficulty. Really. Let's move on. Our third Akaname. We will grab the front half of the body and then add the butt back half, followed by the left foot, and we'll do the, oh goodness, I don't even know this, and the other half of the right foot. Yeah, that's the other half of the right foot. After that, we'll cut out these two pieces, combine them together, so basically make the trash can hole, and then we'll attach that to his body, and finish off with the tongue that's going out the side of his mouth right there. So these two pieces first. Okay, front half of the body, and let's add the back butt half right along here. A little rain frog butt. Right. Now let's move on to the feet. The whole foot is going to be our left foot, and we'll just attach right there. Okay, this will slide around a bit, but just nudge it till the seam looks good, and it'll be just fine. Now let's do our right foot, which will just be the inside half of the right foot. Alright. Whoops. Okay, that seam doesn't look terribly great, so I'm going to go ahead and fidget with it, but it looks good enough for now. Next, we're going to grab our arms back piece and add the other half of the trash can to it. Alright. Looks good. Now we'll add that onto his back. This will take a little bit of force and pop into place. It'll be real nice and satisfying. Actually, let's see if I can't do that myself. And like that. Oh, yeah. I forgot to put some mat. Oh, yeah, if you make that semi-dumb mistake, it is requires a little bit of force to get that popped back off. But it's on now. It's cemented down. Last is going to be our tongue, which you can barely see that there's a groove there for it coming out the side of his mouth, and it'll be curling upward, so you can also kind of see it on the render behind his head where it'll be cropping up. Let's attach that now. And yeah, there we go. Matches the render, at least mostly. Alright, he's all done. Put him on a base. Our third Akaname is done. We're going to call this one Gangrene. The hardest part for this assembly was the tongue, just because it's a small connection point and doesn't have a really solid way how it's supposed to set. Other than that, I guess popping the upper back slash arm slash trash can into place was a little weird, and if you're not confident enough to like put a bunch of pressure on it, it can be kind of hard. But that's really it. Kind of stretching for difficulty here. Let's look at the whole box now. The Akaname box is done, containing 3 Akaname. Fairly easy builds. Hardest part being the tongue bits, both the apple core and the tongue on the third Akaname, but quite simple builds. Shouldn't be too much of a difficulty for you, but still I'm here to help if you need it. That's all from me. I have been your foreman, Douglas Scoundrels, helping you build better Malifaux. Have a good night.